John Henry celebrates as FSG. Sanction 120 minutes deal. Liverpool's 2-2 draw with Everton in the Merseyside derby was an emotionally charged affair, as the Reds were pegged back at the death during an intense encounter at Goodison Park. James Tarkowski's controversial last-gasp equaliser was a bitter pill to swallow for Liverpool fans, as it felt like a fortunate escape for the Toffees, who had been on the back foot for much of the game. While the result left Liverpool reeling, a silver lining existed in the fact that they remained 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Yet, the mood following the match was not one of celebration, but of frustration. The nature of Everton's last-minute goal left the Reds players and coaching staff downbeat, with even more tension brewing, as Curtis Jones, Arne Slot, and Sipke Hulshoff were all dismissed by referee Michael Oliver after the final whistle. Despite all of this, one individual remained unshaken by the events unfolding on Merseyside. That individual was none other than John Henry, the principal owner of Liverpool Football Club. The cigar celebration, a gesture. Beyond football, John Henry's response to the game's outcome was notably detached from the negativity felt by the players and fans. In a post-match moment of leisure, Henry was seen holding a cigar in an Instagram photo shared by his wife, Linda Pizzuti. As the evening progressed, the image of Henry calmly celebrating with a cigar sparked intrigue among followers. Was this celebratory gesture related to Liverpool's draw against Everton? Unlikely. The cigar was in fact symbolic of a much more significant moment in Henry's other major sporting venture, the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox's $120 million deal for Alex Bregman on the same evening that Liverpool was embroiled in a fierce Merseyside derby. News broke that the Boston Red Sox had secured a high-profile baseball free agent. Alex Bregman, an accomplished right-handed hitter, had signed a 3-year, $120 million contract with the Red Sox. For Henry and his Fenway Sports Group, FSG empire, this move was a welcome distraction from the pressures of managing Liverpool's challenges. The signing of Bregman, who has previously hit 7 home runs at Fenway Park with his former team, the Houston Astros, was a statement acquisition that left Red Sox fans thrilled and FSG with a valuable asset on their hands. The contrast in Henry's emotions following the Merseyside derby and the Red Sox's big baseball deal was clear. For Liverpool, there were plenty of issues to address: suspensions for key players, uncertain contract negotiations for Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and potential squad reshuffles looming on the horizon. However, Henry's focus appeared to have shifted, at least momentarily, to the lucrative world of Major League Baseball. The Bregman deal brought immediate optimism to Red Sox fans, many of whom had grown frustrated with FSG's management of the team in recent years. For now, it seemed that Henry had found something to smile about. Liverpool's contract dilemmas. Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold, and Salah. Despite Henry's celebratory moment, Liverpool was far from settled in terms of their football operations. The club faced a triple contract disaster on the horizon, with the contracts of key players Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Mohamed Salah all set to expire in the summer of 2025. Negotiations over new deals had stagnated, and the uncertainty surrounding the futures of these players was unsettling. Van Dijk, widely regarded as one of the best centre-backs in world football, was reportedly close to finalising a new contract, but recent weeks had seen those talks stall. Similarly, Alexander-Arnold, who had been instrumental in Liverpool's success under Jurgen Klopp, was rumoured to be attracting the interest of top clubs, including Real Madrid. His future at Anfield seemed increasingly uncertain, especially with reports suggesting he may be eyeing a high-profile move to the Spanish capital on a free transfer. Then, there was the ongoing saga of Mohamed Salah. Despite being one of the best players in the world, Salah's situation was equally complicated. The Egyptian winger had long been a target for clubs in the Saudi Pro League, and with his contract expiring in 2025, Liverpool was facing a pivotal moment in his career. Al Ittihad, the Saudi club, had made an attempt to lure Salah away from Merseyside in the summer of 2023, but those attempts were rebuffed, Since January 1st, Salah had been free to negotiate with overseas clubs, and reports emerged that he had met with representatives from Al Hilal, another Saudi club. Al Hilal had just parted ways with Neymar, and they were reportedly eager to offer Salah a lucrative contract, further complicating Liverpool's efforts to retain their talisman. While no official confirmation had been made, many believed that Al Hilal's interest in Salah was genuine, and they could make a serious push to sign him before the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, which was scheduled to take place in June. Losing Salah would be a massive blow to Liverpool, and it was clear that FSG's attention needed to shift toward resolving these contract issues, which seemed to be becoming a growing concern. Al Hilal's pursuit of Salah, a long-term strategy. Jorge Jesus, the coach of Al Hilal, had been vocal in his admiration for Salah, recently confirming his desire to bring the Egyptian forward to the Saudi club. Speaking to Canal 11 in Portugal, Jesus commented that Salah would be a perfect fit for Al Hilal's style of play, further fueling speculation about the potential transfer. The Saudi Pro League was rapidly growing in stature, with many international stars already making the move to the region, and Jesus suggested that the league would continue to attract top talent up until the 2034 World Cup. Al Hilal's interest was not limited to Salah alone, however. The club had also shown interest in Darwin Núñez, Liverpool's dynamic forward, though their January bid for the Uruguayan was unsuccessful. There were whispers that Al Hilal could return with a new offer in the summer, though this remained speculative. Regardless, Liverpool's front office was now faced with the daunting prospect of not only keeping Salah, but also ensuring that Van Dijk and Alexander-Arnold remained committed to the club long-term. Giviro Reid's Liverpool dream. A future star in the making? Amid the uncertainty surrounding Liverpool's key players, there was growing interest in potential recruits, particularly from the Netherlands. The country had become a focal point for Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, with Dutch players such as Virgil van Dijk, Ryan Gravenberch and Cody Gakpo all playing significant roles in the team. The latest Dutch player to express admiration for the club was Giviro Reid, an 18-year-old right-back playing for Feyenoord. In a recent interview, Reid was asked to choose between Manchester United and Manchester City, but his response was unequivocal. Liverpool for sure, nothing else, no one else. The statement was a telling sign of Reid's admiration for Liverpool, and with Trent Alexander-Arnold's future at the club uncertain, the young Dutch defender could potentially be a future transfer target. Reid had impressed with Feyenoord this season, particularly in the Eredivisie and the Champions League, where he had played a pivotal role in his side's victories. His defensive performances, including his ability to win duels and tackles, had caught the eye, and his strong performances against top opponents such as AC Milan highlighted his potential. While he was still young and raw, Reid's connection with Arne Slot, Liverpool's current head coach, added an intriguing layer to his potential future at the club. Slot had been the manager who first promoted Reid to Feyenoord's first team, and he was clearly a fan of the young talent. If Alexander-Arnold were to leave Liverpool in the future, Reid could be a name on the radar for the club's recruitment team, although much would depend on his continued development and the evolving dynamics of the transfer market. Conclusion. Henry's focus beyond Liverpool. Liverpool navigated a tumultuous period filled with contract uncertainty, potential transfers, and the fallout from their Merseyside derby draw. John Henry's focus appeared to be elsewhere. The $120 million deal for Alex Bregman was a sign of FSG's ability to execute high-profile deals in the world of sports, but the challenges facing Liverpool's football team remained. Whether it was securing long-term deals for their key players, dealing with suspensions and injuries, or responding to the growing interest in Salah and others, Henry's priorities were clearly divided between his two major sporting interests. Liverpool. Fans for now could only hope that their club's future would be as secure as the recent Red Sox acquisition, and that their sporting vision would lead them to success both on and off the field. However, the uncertainty surrounding key contracts and the looming possibility of losing their stars to rival clubs only added to the tension at Anfield. What was clear, however, was that FSG's role in shaping Liverpool's future remained critical. whether Henry was in the mood to celebrate or not.